Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of
Your favorite Aunties podcast.
Friend,
What's up, baby?
you got some church announcements for the people?
Hallelujah. Yes, I do. Everybody govern
Hallelujah.
yourselves accordingly. First, giving honor to God, who's the head of our lives.
Yes, God.
We got a couple church announcements, and this is how they go.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you all did not know, we are having a trip in May. Not a trip in May. We're having a trip in July.
There we go.
July 10th through the 14th. We are going to Mexico, honey. So make sure you go to the link in all of our bios, wherever you're listening, and you will find the trip to the link. The link to the trip. Lose my tongue. Also, on May 3rd, we are having our next live show. The first live show was incredible.
Amazing.
I don't really think that words can fully express how that day felt.
Right.
I think that it was just,
Yeah.
you know, I don't have the words. I can't even.
It was just amazing. People came from literally all over the U.S. to come and kick it with the aunties. So we had to do it again.
Yeah.
Bigger and better, though.
Yes, because y'all were getting on us.
Yeah.
Listen, first of all, I told y'all to get the tickets the first day.
They didn't believe Fat Me was greasy.
They did not. Yeah. But I bet y'all know now. So again, if you go to the link in our bio, you will see that there's a ticket link for our May 3rd show. It will be here in Houston, Texas, none other than H-Town.
No virtual option.
No virtual option.
You got to be in the house.
You got to be in the number. You got to be one of the ones that remain,
That's
huh?
Right. That's
okay.
right.
All right. And then also, can I tell them?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So guess what, guys? We have a Patreon. So if you didn't realize that we have one, we do. So again, just check the link in our bio and you can get exclusive content.
Just for you.
Just for you.
Yeah.
Okay. When I tell you we have an amazing community outside of Patreon, but the community that we have on Patreon, they're going to get everything first.
That's right.
They get first dibs on knowing when we get tickets, knowing when we're taking our next trips, knowing when we're doing anything. They have exclusive lives, just exclusive content all around. So make sure they get to vote.
They get to ask questions. It's all on Patreon. It's all on there.
We also have an interactive chat. So, you know, on Instagram, we have our chat, but only your auntie and I, only we can say stuff. And then, you know, we get y'all's input every now and again. But this one, it's a free-for-all. So please make sure you catch on to our Patreon. And those were the church announcements.
Amen. Govern yourself accordingly. I'm excited. I feel like we haven't been here in a minute, but we have. But we haven't.
Right.
I'm excited. I'm excited because, number one, you know, my birthday, you know, it's on its way. It's on its way.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, that would be March 20th. First day of spring. Not the second, the first. Hallelujah.
First.
The blossom. That's what we're ready for. So I'm always excited about this season.
Yeah.
It's light. It's warming up outside. I'm trying to be outside.
Listen.
It's like pre-summer outside. You know what I mean? So it's nice and the weather is getting where it needs to be.
Yeah.
And because of that, we like to kick it with our friends.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of questions about our friends.
Yeah.
Questions about our friendship.
Yeah.
Auntie, what do I do? What do I say if my friend did this? Or is the friendship over? Auntie, should I leave? We just get a lot of stuff about friendship. So it's time to talk about it.
It's only right that we let them in on how we govern ourselves in friendship.
That's right.
But real quick, before we go forward, like Auntie said, her birthday is March 20th.
Yeah.
And because we know you love her so very much. All the ways to sow into her, love on her are going to be in our bio. If you wanted to sow monetarily, we do have our personal cash apps in there, as well as the podcast cash app, Venmo, Zelle, all the ways to contribute monetarily are there. And also we have a mailing address. Yes. So the description is going to have all of that. So if you want to send us something, you can check the address in there and it will go directly to her. It's not her house, so don't get...
Right. Don't get happy.
No, don't get happy. But just know that she can get you all's care packages because I know you all want to shower her with love. Last year's birthday love was awesome. Yeah. So we're just looking forward to what you're going to get this year.
Yay.
But anyway, back to us.
Yes. What do you want to tell the people about us, friend?
Can you think about a defining moment in our friendship or like a moment where you were like, oh, this is my friend. Oh, this is it. Like, we got this.
We went to Mexico.
Uh-huh.
That was like, we had been kicking it before then.
Yeah.
But it's always different when you go out of town with somebody.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I mean? So I learned a lot because like we had never traveled together. We had never done anything like together like that. We would just kick it out, or you would come to the house, or you know, like that. So that was our first time really like going out. I had to plan everything. Auntie send the funds. She gonna send the funds.
Okay.
And show up.
Okay. And nothing more, nothing less.
But then we got some really good just like time together, kicking it. We made some memories, did some things for the first time together.
Yeah.
Like it was just dope.
Yeah.
It was just dope. I do have like cousins that I travel with. We do cousins trip, but I didn't have another friend to like travel with like that. You know what I mean? So I feel like that was kind of a turning point for me.
Okay. Yeah. I would definitely have to say that Mexico trip, but I feel like there have just been other times where maybe I would just talk to you prior to, and I'm like, I like the type of conversation that I have with her. I feel seen, and I feel like she gets it.
Yeah.
And I really remember when I first started hanging out with you, because I had this perspective and perception of who I thought you to be. And it was not far off. It's just the beautiful other sides of you that I've gotten to see over the years. Yeah. I never would have expected you to be that way, in the best way possible, of course. And just growing with you in this time, it has really been very awesome. And to now just knowing that we went from 2 people at this Bible study group, next thing you know, we're hosting a worldwide global show.
Right.
Like we're changing people's lives.
Only God would know. Only God would know.
Only he could do this.
Yeah. It's beautiful though. I love our friendship.
Yeah.
It just works. And I hope that people find somebody like that. Like it just works. Like it's not extra. We just clicked. It's like one day we were acquaintances and the next day we were besties. Like I don't remember the in between.
I really don't. But I think it had a lot to do with us realizing that we had safe spaces in one another.
True. I do remember like one time I was sitting on my couch and it was nighttime and we were texting. We weren't even on the phone, but we were texting and you were just like, man, I'm just so tired of this. And I was like, me too. I just hate this. And, we were just going back and forth, and I was like, ooh, I understand. And you was like, ooh, I understand too. And that was one moment where I was like, ooh, okay.
Okay.
Like, because a lot of people didn't understand the position we were in at that time.
Yeah.
Even some things that we're still going through.
Yeah.
So to find somebody and not feel alone.
Yeah.
Oh, such a relief.
Yeah.
Such a relief.
I can definitely agree with that. It feels so good to have a saved friend that understands that some of the things I say don't disqualify my salvation. Because I have some thoughts, opinions about some things that people would otherwise be like,
right.
But when I tell you, you just get it.
Yeah.
Because it's not like those things are far off. It's just, this is how I feel.
Yeah.
And mind you, I'm not, shouting those things from the rooftop because, I don't ever want to do anything that would really have the Lord just look down, look like being frowned upon or anything like that. I don't want to ever like put my salvation, in a place where it can't be looked upon like, oh, she loves the Lord. But there are just some things that I share with you and you are like, no, I understand. Yeah. And I see exactly how you got to that point. And it feels really good to know that I'm being seen by somebody that loves and cares about me.
Absolutely. And the opportunity to be real.
Yeah.
Because I know that coming from a place of ministry, a lot of times, even if you don't do it consciously, you kind of feel the need to put on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you have to have it together. And people are coming to you in a position where they're looking up to you or they're looking to you for something. And so you have to have people in your life, or it's such a relief to have people in your life where you can just be you and you can lay it all down. Like, I don't have to be anything but Nia. You know what I mean? I don't have to be Nia the minister. I don't have to be Nia the mentor. I don't have to be Nia. I can just be.
Yeah.
And that's very freeing. And people need that. Like, I never want to be in a place where I don't have that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel bad for pastors and leaders who don't have somebody that they can just talk to, because I can't talk to my mentee the way I talk to you.
Right.
That's not a two-way relationship. That's not the same thing as my friend, my equal, my person I can talk to about what's going on. And like you said, they're not judging. They're not, oh, I don't know, you might want to, you might need to pray about that.
No, because there's some stuff that we'll say and then you would swear you told them that you no longer want to believe in God and this and that. And it's like, baby, no, I was just telling you. I was just telling you where I am in real time.
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm walking away from the faith, or it's not this, it's not that. But it's like, baby, they will take it and just look like you turning your salvation.
But, you know, we get a lot of questions from people who are on the opposite side. Like, oh, should I be friends with somebody who doesn't believe like I do, or who doesn't live like I do, or who doesn't da-da-da-da. And I'm like, calm down. You know what I mean? Like, calm down. I get it. Iron sharpens iron. I'm glad that we're both saved and we can have like our saved banter and everything. But a lot of people disqualify people just purely based off of religion, religious beliefs.
Yeah. And you'll need to know, if not you being a part of their life, then how will they ever come to know Christ? And if the only Christ they know is a judgmental one, why would I come to know that person anyway? Why would I come to know that God?
True.
Not to say, we need to be living frivolously and, we need to whatever. But no, I know that when I was in my self-righteous state, when I was in my everybody going to hell but me state, I wasn't doing a whole lot of soul winning with my fire brimstone.
Okay.
Not saying that I wasn't right in what I was saying, but it was coming from such a self-righteous place. And how many people had to be healed from me because of how I was spewing the Lord out, how I was really coming at them with God. Now, when I come at them with love and just accept them for where they are, knowing that the same God who took me from one place and has put me in another can do the very same thing with you.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what I find? Like, a lot of people, no, I won't say a lot. Some people are in a place where like they do believe, but they're figuring it out just like we are.
Yeah.
And so they're on the path. You just may be a little further along in the path than they are. But I mean, what's that to say about the path that they're on? They're going to get there. Yeah. They running a race that's set before them.
Okay.
But because we're up here and they're a little bit behind us, we think, oh no. They're not living right. And they're not, I don't know if they're really saved or not. They coming.
First of all, let me throw a monkey wrench in where you are right now anyway. You are one false step away.
Come on.
From where they are right now too.
Come on.
Because in my self-righteous state, I promise you, a lot of the places that I've been in God, even here lately, I never would have thought I would be in these places. But it's because of a couple missed prayers and a couple letdowns and a couple times in God where I felt like he wasn't hearing me. And now I'm in a certain place. But I was also the same person who was like, y'all need to catch up. Y'all not saved for real. Baby,
You say the race is not given to the swift.
Hello?
Come on.
And I'm just, it blows my mind. But I'm so thankful that I can reference my old man, because it's like, I know how I was.
Absolutely. Me too. I was like that too. And that's why I see now, I guess just life will teach you.
Yeah.
Be patient with people. Like, if I don't understand anything else at this point in my life, everybody's on their journey.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that that's what's beautiful about our friendship, is that you respect my journey and I respect yours. Yeah. You know what I mean? Even at times, like I was just telling you the other night, like, girl, you don't be listening. You get on my nerves. I be telling you don't listen. But I'm like, but that's my friend though.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stick beside her.
Period.
Now, I want you to listen.
I'm going to be a little baby who's going to listen.
But I respect your journey.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes people really have to go through things in the way that they go through them. That has nothing to do with me. I personally don't need to learn that way. But I have a certain learning style. You have a certain learning style. I can't put mine on you.
Right.
So that ability to just be accepting, that's something new for me, because I was like that too. But that ability I just accept you. Like, I just do. And that makes our friendship more beautiful, I think.
I think that you need to go back and reiterate that, just allowing people to be where they are in that time, and know that the same God that changed you and transformed you and brought you to this point, is bringing you to your expected end, the end that he created for you. Just know that he could do the very same thing with them. Now, it's your choice if you decide to walk with them through that.
That's true.
And that's what I'm learning.
It's your choice.
Yeah, that's what I'm learning in my friendships even now. Like, I'm going to do this last situation that I was in. I had to do certain things for me. And it didn't matter how it may have upset this person and that person, because honestly, they don't have to live with the decisions that I make. I do. And if you are my friend, you have signed on for this, and you have every right to say yay or nay, to say this is where I get off this stop. And that's okay, because we don't own people. We have to allow them to express themselves in a way that isn't harmful to them physically.
Or to you.
Or to you physically, yeah. But you got to let people learn. Sometimes it takes burning your hand a little bit. Lessons not learned in blood are soon forgotten.
Come on.
So sometimes you got to, I bet I know now.
Hard head.
Make a soft tail. Huh? You see, you thought I did good.
No, it's true. It's very, very true.
Yeah.
On the opposite end as well, like you can make the choice to be like, hey, I can't do that. I had to do that one time with a friend. She had asked me to be her accountability partner with a situation that I didn't agree with.
Yeah.
And I had to be honest with her. Like, I can't be your accountability partner in that way, because how can I hold you accountable for something that from jump, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
What am I holding you accountable to? Now, from that point on, our friendship definitely deteriorated, but I had to be honest. I had to be authentic to me and what I felt and what I believed in that moment. And so I had the choice to be like, I'm a step aside.
Yeah.
So it goes both ways too.
So do you feel like you leave the door open for friendships to come back around? So like, let's just use that very same friend, for example. If, I don't know how long it's been since you all have been friends, but if they were to come back today or tomorrow, do you feel like that door would be open? Or are you kind of like, no, I'm good?
I'm good. I'm straight.
So you're not like
I ain't gonna hold you.
You're not like a spin the block type person.
And with friends, no. Which is interesting. I shouldn't say that.
No, go ahead.
No, but most friends that like deteriorated, we just were in different places in life. They may or may not feel some kind of way about me. I don't hold nothing against them. Like, whatever. But do I see myself being in a situation where we can have an authentic friendship where I'm being open and not feeling guarded and stuff? No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's like a boundary for me, because I just choose not to be in friendship or in relationship with people that I can't be fully who I am. And if you've already hurt me or abandoned me, I forgive you. But if you come back, I'm going to be in protective mode. And then there's going to be some kind of just like inauthenticity there. Like, it's just not going to be completely authentic if I'm protecting myself.
So you're saying they won't get the version of you that they had before.
Correct.
So let's just say their access level was at 5. The highest you may get with me is a 3.
Yeah. Yeah. And for me, I would just rather not than to put it at a 3, because I'm the type of person, even in romantic relationship, I feel like I have a lot to give, and it really pains me to have to hold back.
Ooh.
Like it sucks, you know, when I talk to you about dating, and how sometimes you have to hold back. You can't just go into this talking situation, or y'all just got together and just be full wide open. You know, like you have to. It sucks though, especially when you are such a giving, loving, caring person. You want to just do it all and be like, why can't we just do it all? And you can't do that. But
I hate that so much.
But it pains me. And so any situation where I feel like that now, I'd just rather not.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's very fair to you. And I'm glad that you've gotten to that point, and that you don't allow old things to come back up and kind of derail you from where you are as a person.
Yeah.
That feels really good. So do you think that but you kind of let your friendships just fade off. I'm like,
I do.
I'm like, you've never had
I don't be having like closure conversations. I've never been like, oh my gosh, we had a fight, we had an argument. It just fades. You know, we're going in 2 different directions, and as we go, we get further and further apart. And I don't know, I feel like it's like a mutual understanding. Like, okay, well, all right.
I think for me, I am, I'm a closure girl.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a closure girly.
You are.
I love it, because a lot of things can be solved with effective communication, whether you agree to disagree or not.
It takes a very mature person, because I feel like a lot of them conversations just make it worse, because this makes no sense.
Yeah.
Now you're just reiterating all the nonsense. You know, like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, I like to make sure I've exhausted.
You do.
All, because I want to know that I did all I could.
Yeah. And that's important too.
But that is something that's important to me. Everybody doesn't need that.
Yeah. I'm not saying I just like first thing, but I'm gonna try a couple times.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm good.
Yeah.
We don't even have to have no conversation. We good. you're not finna make me feel like I'm bothering you. Like you.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
You're not finna do that to me.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
So have you felt like in different relationships that you've hosted, as far as friendships go, you have been in a place where it's like, oh, am I bothering you? Am I getting on your nerves? Or
yeah, when I'm very good at reading a room.
Mm.
And so I don't even have to talk to a person. Like, I just have a discernment that something's wrong.
Yeah.
Like, even if I'm not talking to you, like we ain't talked that day.
Yeah.
I'll still just have like a feeling like something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I always have those. And then when I talk to you, you being short, or I realize I'm the only one reaching out, or the way that you're responding to me is like one-sided, like you are not participating in the conversation, you're just answering my question, or you're just responding to say you responded. Like, I pick up on all of that, and I'm good on it. Like, we grown. We are so grown. I'm good.
Yeah.
You got it. Every time, you got it.
Me, I'm like, nah. Hey, why you being sure? What's going on with you?
I'm good.
But no, I get it. I get that now. But it's...
Because at this age, I feel like you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And I have gotten to the place in life where I do not run after people. You running?
May the Lord watch.
May the Lord set a watch between me and thee. I'm not chasing anybody.
Yeah.
We're grown. You know what you are doing.
Yeah.
And if you're in a place where you really need attention and things like that, and so you do things in order for people to chase you, because a lot of people do that. Like, they're cognizant of it. They're doing it because they want attention. They want you to come after them. They want...
I ain't got it.
I'm not doing it. Mm-mm.
I definitely think when I pick up on like, oh, you want to be chased. I stopped running track before I went to college. I can't do that. Now, when it comes to stuff like that, now, when I feel like, okay, maybe you're having a bad day, or maybe this could be a miscommunication and stuff like that, that's when I really want to talk stuff out. But if you're just being like obvious with it, like, oh, no, you're not really putting in the same thing. Oh, okay.
I'm not doing it.
I'm backing up.
Not at this age.
Yeah.
Not at this big age.
So you know what? I'm glad you said that. I know that plays a really huge part in our relationship, because people are like, oh, how do you all handle conflict? That's been something that has been in our comments like crazy. And the truth of the matter is, we don't have conflict, to the glory of God.
We don't. But I also feel like even the things that come up, I know I try my best to communicate.
Yeah.
And even if it's not like right in that moment, or things that I don't necessarily want to say, because I'm very conflict avoidant.
Yeah.
I would rather just be like, okay, it's all right, than to like engage in conflict.
Yeah.
And so I've had to find my voice in this season, and feeling like it's okay to voice something that I didn't like, or something that I don't want, or something that needs to be better, and it not be a conflict.
Right.
And to have a friend like you who does provide a space for me to be like, hey, friend, I would love for this, or I would love to not do this, and it not be a fight, is amazing. Because I just have that hesitancy, because in my mind, I'm like, oh, I don't want this to be an argument. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I wonder I don't really wonder, but what would an argument even look like with us? I just don't argue.
I don't argue either. So there wouldn't be I can tell you now.
No. I can't even think of like specific times, but I know that we do this so often. Like, you'll say something to me, I'll give you the response to it. You'll say something, I'll be like, okay.
Me too. I do the same thing in the opposite direction. All right.
Just because baby, guess what? I'm not doing with you. I ain't going back or forward. Baby, whatever. Okay. When it's something I want, I'll be like, nah, friend, nah, I want this now.
You got it, baby.
And then, baby, I'm not finna go back and forth with you.
For what?
You want to argue?
You mad?
I'm not finna argue with you.
I don't have it in me.
I don't.
Anybody, ever. You got it.
When I was younger, I would love to argue. It was a game for me. I have what? What? Baby, as long as there's breath in my body, there is an argument in my mouth. Okay? But now I'm like, oh, well, okay. That's perfectly fine. As long as I'm not getting hurt in the midst.
You got it.
You got it every time.
TTI right with it, honey.
Hello? Because what do I look like? Honestly, what do I look like going back and forth? Because for me, that's not effective. Because ultimately, I said what I said.
Mm-hmm.
And I meant what I said.
I'd rather you just talk to me when you're ready, baby.
Yeah.
Because I don't like, at this point in my life, even more, like, stuff that don't make sense or don't have a purpose, I just really don't have space for it. Like, it immediately get on my nerves.
Yeah.
If we're going back and forth for no reason, like, it don't make sense or we're not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
It just doesn't do anything for me. No.
Yeah.
I'd rather sit and think about what I want to say.
Uh-huh.
So I could tell you all the ways in which you got me messed up. Than to sit here and go back and forth and not get anywhere. Like, that irritates me even more.
Okay, so for me, I'm an in the moment type of, no, we're going to talk about this right now. Let's talk about it right now. Or if we talk about it later, when is later? You mean in like 15 minutes? You mean like tomorrow?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be on pins and needles till we talk about this. I need to know now. Let's fix this now.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can take a second, but also even in that time, like even if I find myself to be frustrated for a moment, I'll be like, hey, give me 10 minutes. Like, I still want to solve it very quickly. You know how you say you're conflict avoidant? I want to get the conflict out the way. Let's talk about it right now.
But do you feel any type of way about the conflict when it is happening or you know it's going to happen? Like, does it give you any kind of like anxiety or?
Yes.
Yeah.
When you and I had that work meeting, I was like, can we just talk about this now? And then the day of came, I was so anxious that day. And then the emotional state that I was in that particular day, you were like, well, we don't have to do this today. I'm like, okay, cool. But then that created even more anxiety because I was like, now I got to wait again to have this conversation. And then the meeting was just fine, but it's just, so I do get very anxious when somebody has to have a serious conversation with me and we can't have it in that moment. My brain gets to going.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, baby, let's talk about this right now.
I'm like that. I need to take a beat. If I'm really worked up about something or my mind is just really going about something, I need a moment. But when it's somebody else, I'm like, no, tell me right now.
Yeah, like,
come on. Right
now.
And so I've had to like be like, Nia, you need a moment. Give them a moment. It's okay.
No.
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 It's hard though. It's hard.
That's another thing with me. Like, okay, but realizing that other people need time and space, but your time and space is affecting me. It's like, I want you to have what you need, but not at the expense of what I need.
Exactly. No,
I want to feel more comfortable in this situation, and I'm not able to because you need a moment.
Do you have any friends, though, that you can't have that effective communication with, or you do maybe get into arguments with or anything?
At this particular point in my life, I don't have any arguments with anybody in my life. But I do feel as though there are people in my life that I cannot have meaningful, impactful conversations with. Yeah. But as far as like my friends go, no.
Okay. Yeah, I do have somebody who I just tend to kind of, what I say in that first season, I compartmentalize. Okay. So I have like different compartments that I place people into. Yeah. And so I do have some friends where they don't take constructive criticism well. Yeah. So I don't have those conversations with them, but also they're like in a different compartment that's not like as close to me as they could be if they were somebody that I could talk to about stuff. You know what I mean?
So that you won't be put in that situation where you would even have to tell them how you feel. You just place them in a point where we don't have to even talk about it. This ain't even that deep.
Because I categorize. So I may have some friends that I just go kick it with. I may have some friends that like you where, hey, we're actually literally doing life together. So we talk about everything. I may have some friends where we could talk about business stuff or we could talk about church or, you know, so or I have some people that are like sisters more like than friends, more than friends. So they're in different categories. And I think I do that in order to protect myself.
Yeah.
So I can manage my expectations.
It really doesn't feel good to have people in your life that you can't talk to.
Yeah.
Especially when they're like seemingly close to you. But it's just one of those things with life.
It is.
But as far as like my close friendships, no.
But I choose to, you know, some people in the situation would be like, oh, no, we can't be friends. I just choose not to go that route. I'm okay with just shifting your category versus, oh, this is somebody I just can't be friends with. I just can't. We cool. We are good. I just know that you don't fall in that category in my life. But that doesn't mean that we can't be in relationship. But I think I'm more like that than you are. You kind of like black and white when it comes to friends and like connectivity in that way. I'm like, hey, you could be over here and I could be right here. We good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think I'm just a black and white person.
Yeah, you are.
Like, I don't deal well with gray areas and like, oh, what we doing? No. Either it is or it isn't. Either you're hot, you're cold.
Is you is?
Or is you ain't.
Huh?
Why are you the way that you are? But I also love, when did we get to the point where we started reading each other's minds and just started like being the same person?
I don't know. I think that from the outside looking in, especially when we weren't friends, I would have never guessed that we had so much in common.
Yeah.
And even now, somehow we have so much in common and yet are so different.
Completely.
I don't even understand it.
And it works.
Yeah, no, we say the same things. We say the same thing at the same time.
In the same tone.
Yeah.
Voice inflection and everything. Yeah. And we don't try.
Don't try at all.
It's like, if y'all think we do it on the show, just imagine what it's like. When we were in the car one day. We both took the same breath and sigh at the same moment. I had to tell her that we did it at the same time because it was just in such unison. And then what we did, I think we did something like directly after that. It was like the same mannerism. It was just something. I'm like, okay, hello? Like, I am my own person.
You have my brain. Thank you. We could be listening to a song and we're not singing the song. And then we'll bust out singing the same part of the song at the same time.
And then we'll look at each other like, what are you doing? This is obviously my part.
So weird. It's so weird.
But I love that you can get to those places with people. And I think that the times that we needed to show up for each other the most, we actually were able to do that. And we were able to do that from a mature place. Because I do have some friendships that I've had that are 6, 7, 8. Well, no, how old are we?
What do we say, 7?
Like 7. So I'll say I have some friendships that are like 12, 10, 12, 13, 14 years old, right? And they had to see me walk through some real immaturity in my life. Mm-hmm. You've gotten one of the best versions of me. God knew. Because who I was a little while ago, baby,
I was a little while ago. No.
Yeah. Imagine if we were sisters. Girl, please, it wouldn't work.
No.
But I know that has a lot to do with how we're able to sustain being in each other's lives. Mm-hmm. And it got to this point because we decided to be authentically ourselves.
I was about to say that because I know myself in a way at this point in life. Yeah. I'm able to be a good friend to somebody else. Yeah. And I'm able to identify who's a good friend to me.
Ooh, now let's stay right there.
Because when I didn't know myself. Yeah. And when my self-esteem and my confidence wasn't where it needed to be, my friendship just looked completely different than they looked. Yeah. But now that I'm in a place where I know myself and I'm confident in who I am and how God made me and what I'm purposed to do and all of that, like the friendships that I needed for this season of my life, they came to me. I ain't even go looking for them. Amen. Like I didn't necessarily go looking for us to blossom into besties. Yeah. But God knew in what timing it needed to happen.
And it really did just happen.
It just happened.
And it was so funny. I know you say this all the time. Like when we first started just even being cool with each other, I would like call you and you used to say like, oh, I'm not a phone person. Oh, okay. And anyway, so and I just kept calling and you kept answering. Uh-huh. And then now it's to the point where you'll call me and be like, why haven't you called me yet? And I'm like, I don't know. I just haven't.
I do not. You can ask any of my other friends if we talk on the phone. They're going to be like, no, Nia don't talk on the phone.
Baby, not only are we on the phone, I have you on FaceTime.
All day. Okay. I'm about to die. Just be on the phone. Be doing everything. Like, girl, just don't look right now.
Okay.
Turn the camera off. Ooh, yeah. You see something? You done seen it before.
Okay. Baby got a front row seat. Okay.
I love that. I love the openness that we have, though, because I do have those moments where I'm like, look, it is what it is. Yeah. And it's okay. It's all right.
But I love that we've gotten there just in our womanhood, in our own personalities. Mm-hmm. Because there were a lot of times where in my life I would hide pieces of myself because I felt like that's what I needed to do because I have to uphold a certain image. Mm-hmm. And now I'm like, if I'm hiding, I'm not that image anyway.
And you don't want nobody tolerating you. I don't never want to be tolerated. Baby, you can go on.
Hello?
You can go on now, okay? I don't want to be tolerated.
And you shouldn't have to be. I was thinking about the other day how when I'm in somebody's life, I'm going to take up space.
Mm-hmm. As you should.
But people don't know to. People
no,
like
I wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll fit into the smallest spot that you have for me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm moving in.
But you have helped free me in that way because you allow me to take up space. Aww. I'm so used to being as small as possible because I don't want to inconvenience anybody.
Yeah.
I don't want to put nobody out. I don't want to. But you'd be like, no. Yes. Because I always be like, no, friend, you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Or no, friend, you don't have to. No, friend, you don't have to. And you'd be like, I am.
And not only am I going to do that, I'm now going to do this too.
Right. So you have definitely freed me in that way. So I am a little bit more likely to call somebody, even though I'm like, I don't know if they're busy or not.
Yeah.
I'll just call. Because with you, I'm like, I can just call her.
Yeah.
And either she going to answer or she not. And if she don't answer, she'll be like, I'm going to call you right back.
Right back. But I think it's important to just take up space because it's like, no, this is who I'm, because you're going to see it eventually.
That's what relationships are.
But people don't know that.
No, they don't.
They don't know to take up space in somebody's life. Like, just like you said, like there'll be times where I ask you, hey, do you need anything? You're like, well, you could do this, but if not, that's fine. You just said you wanted this. Or like, you'll ask for something and I'm like, where do you want it from? And then you'll say, okay, there's these two places. I think you wanted some snow cone one day. You're like, hey, can you pick me up a snow cone? I was like, okay, where do you want it from? You gave me a place that was close to your house, and then you gave me another place. I said, but which one do you want it from? You're like, well, this one is close to the house. Which one
I do not like
do you want it from? But my thing is, you're worth my inconvenience. And I know if I'm going to be in somebody else's life, I am worth your inconvenience.
True.
Go out of your way to do things for me because at any given moment, I will go out of my way to do something for you.
Yeah, but people want the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
They want the ability to be independent with no responsibility, no ties to anyone, no need to be inconvenienced, while also having healthy relationships. And it doesn't work that way.
No.
Friendships, relationships, whatever, it is a sacrifice.
Yeah.
But for the right people, it's a worthy sacrifice.
Right.
So yes, I will go pick you up whatever you need to get picked up, or bring this by your job, or, oh, I picked this up and she'll just come over and I just have something for her.
Yeah.
But you're worthy of that. It's not anything that bothers me.
Yeah.
Yes, it was something extra that I had to do, or a little bit of extra money, or this or that. But I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Like, we just do stuff.
Yeah.
And it is what it is.
Yeah.
And I like that it's mutual. Like, I've had situations where I feel like it's just me, giving. And so that's when I start taking note, when it's just me.
Yeah.
But because it's back and forth, I'd be like, did you pay for that?
Right.
You want me to pay?
Right.
I got it, babe. I got it, friend. I got it, friend. And next time you be like, put your stuff up. I got it. Okay. You know, and it's just back and forth.
Yeah. I'm glad I don't owe you $2,783.23.
You don't owe me, Fred. We got that girl math.
Oh, hello?
You pay for this, I pay for that. Oh, you pay for that? Okay, I got this.
And then, there was parking at one time, so now I got this for this drink.
Right. I got drinks because you did that.
No, right. And I love that. I love this. I love us.
Yeah. I love that we are on the same playing field as well.
Yeah.
I love all of my friends, but not all of my friends are able to participate in life the way that we're able to.
Yeah.
We're just in different places as far as like not having kids or things tying us down or financial levels and things like that. Like, I don't have to consider that.
Yeah.
Like, we be balling out a little bit.
And your birthday is like 2 seconds around the corner. So anytime, it's like your birthday time when it hits, we just don't stop spending money.
Until after your birthday.
No, because we're going to do something for your birthday and then we're going to find something to do in April.
It's my birthday all month long. Might as well do April because you at the beginning of May. Might as well. Baby, we be spending it.
And then start getting them bank statements like that. That wasn't fraudulent.
Nah, baby, it was you.
Dang, okay. Well,
March to May is spoken for.
Hello? Don't ask me to do nothing because the answer is still yes. Matter of fact, let's do it twice.
Okay, right. I love those. I always send you those videos or those TikToks where it's like the two friends that's like, we said we wasn't going out nowhere. Here we go. Friend, you want to go eat? Yeah.
I'm already in the car.
I told you was like, you had just told me like, oh, I'm about to save money. I'm trying to do this. I said, Free, you want to go out of town? Yeah. It do. I said, no, Free, you supposed to be saving money. Girl, forget that. Where we going?
It doesn't matter. I'm going to make it back. Like,
right.
Because I just feel like this is my most irresponsible time in life.
And you're not even being irresponsible.
I'm not.
You just have a freedom that a lot of people don't have.
Yeah.
So it looks to them like it's irresponsible because they don't understand the freedom that we have.
Yeah. And then I think sometimes our different freedoms can be offensive to those who have different freedoms. Or
our different freedoms are offensive to those who have different freedoms.
Yeah. Because you're free to do things with your companion that we can't do.
Hello.
But I'm also, amen.
All right, friend, we got to go.
We got to go?
Girl, yes, we got to go.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, look, this has been so good.
So good. So fun.
I love us.
I do too.
I love y'all.
And they love us too.
Yeah, no, for
That's
real.
The best part.
Especially when, I know when I get on live or when we get on live, we have such a community with them. When they get on, we be like, oh, hey, such and so. Oh, hey, listen. They're like, y'all know our names. Yeah. Now, if we saw you in person, don't think we know y'all. But like social media, we got you.
Yeah.
Hey, girl.
Yeah.
But anyway, listen, we love y'all so very much. This has been another episode of Your Favorite Aunties Podcast. Bye.